I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brian Bishop, and I'm the commander leader of the 1998 Thunderbird team this year. Thunderbirds are the United States Air Force air demonstration team. We were formed in 1953, and this is our 45th anniversary.
The Thunderbirds represent the skill and dedication of more than 380,000 Air Force men and women who serve this great nation around the world every day.
As the commander leader, I'm a squadron commander of a 140-person squadron, 12 officers and about 130 enlisted. Each and every team member has an integral part in making sure these airplanes are ready to fly.
In some respects, our F-16s on the runway are just as remarkable as their Thunderbird ancestors. These metal birds can carry more than 11,000 pounds of munitions. That's more than a World War II B-17 heavy bomber here on display. And they can fly some 2,400 miles without refueling. How about the distance from New York City to Las Vegas?
The Thunderbird training season lasts basically from mid-November to mid-March, where we take the demonstration pilots and put them through about a 100-ride syllabus, emphasizing safety of the air show first, then safety for the pilots, then safety for the aircraft. We don't start flying as close together as you'll see us in the demonstration. We'll start flying with two aircraft much further apart and finally work that into the diamond formation and slowly work into the whole demonstration in the delta formation.
From the right, ladies and gentlemen, a trail to diamond flat pad.
Flying the demonstration, as you can well imagine, you must be very, very focused. For me to fly the demonstration and lead the diamond around, there is a certain sense of trust between myself and the wingman. They know when I'm going to pull the stick that I'm going to pull it at a certain rate. This is the Lockheed Martin F-16 Fighting Falcon. It is, in my opinion, the perfect air demonstration aircraft for the United States Air Force. It's a small, lightweight, all-weather fighter, and it does both the air-to-air and air-to-ground roll. I like it for the demonstration because it can keep a lot of the turning performance right in front of the crowd. We have obviously modified it just a little bit. Obviously, the paint scheme is the first thing that jumps out at you. We have also taken, back here behind the flag panel, is where the gun is. We've taken the gun out of the airplane, replaced it with a 55-gallon drum, and that's where we put our smoke oil. And then we run some smoke oil plumbing that goes out to the back of the exhaust of the aircraft to give us our smoke. And this is where the smoke oil comes back into the exhaust of this Pratt & Whitney 220E engine. It's a 25,000-pound thrust category, full afterburning engine. With internal fuel alone, in full afterburner, I have about 6 minutes of fuel on board. It can burn upwards of 60,000 pounds per hour.
Warplane's good.
My name's Sergeant Charette. I'm here with the United States Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron, the Thunderbirds. My basic job is to crew the number 2 aircraft. Each plane has 4 people crewing it.
What's your head on that pitot tube?
We have about 130 enlisted people on the team of various career fields throughout the Air Force, and it makes the whole team. At any given show stop, there's probably about 50 enlisted people that we take with us to perform the air show. Hey guys.
Hey,
how you doing?
Good.
These gentlemen here, we had a little start problem today on the number 3 aircraft, and what this is the jet fuel starter for the aircraft. This is what will actually rotate the engine to come up to line. From start to finish, hours worth of work.
We've been on it probably about 20 minutes now.
We all have a lot of pride on the jet that we're on. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of work to keep these planes flying Code 1 and as clean as they are.
You'll see how beautiful these crew chiefs keep these airplanes. I mean, look at this pitot tube. It looks as if it's been chromed, and that's simply a lot of just elbow grease and polishing that they've been doing on this aircraft. And if you look down in the gear well, you'll see all the tubes and all the aluminum tubing down there is polished up nice and neat. I think I'm the only squadron in the Air Force that goes through 5,000 gallons of Windex a week. One of the traditions on the team that a few people know is my crew chief will always send a message to the slot pilot who flies right underneath me. And if you look at these speed brakes, For today's demonstration, he has the definition of slot, and he kind of puts a joking message to the slot pilot every day. On this other side here, you'll see Major Paul Krause is our slot pilot, and then the fourth definition of slot is Major Paul Krause. The Thunderbirds, I think, represent a standard of excellence within the United States Air Force. For people to become team members, it is a voluntary process. One thing that we look for, especially as team members, and every team member has an input into hiring their replacement. One thing we look for is how does that person's chemistry work with the team and how do they work with the crowd? A lot of people think that the best part of this job is actually flying these beautiful red, white, and blue airplanes and doing a demonstration in front of the crowd. I tend to think that the best part of the job is once we're done flying and we get out on the crowd line and you see the children's eyes and their faces light up and you start talking to them. All right, you want your shirt signed? Okay. Put it right up here on the front of the airplane, okay? There you go, thank you. And you see the reaction after they've seen the demonstration. That is a real sense of great feeling that allows me to do the demonstration better each time.